Cornwall. From the stunning St Michael's Mount, a rocky island crowned by a medieval church and castle, to the old tin mines dotted around a landscape that are World Heritage Sites. It's famous for so many things. Miles of wild, rugged coastland, and even a microclimate that allows exotic plants to flourish. We couldn't wait to explore it.
Well, hello lovely people, welcome to our mini Cornish adventure.
I've been a little, what did I say this morning? I had butterflies.
He was nervous as we got from 100 metres away from the first track. He was like, I'm really nervous.
I've got butterflies.
Funny, Simon.
It's human nature, isn't it? It's the unknown. We had no idea what it was going to be like. But so far, don't get me wrong, there's been a few tricky bits.
Yeah, we're on one right now.
Yeah, we're on one right now with these ruins. Very cool. We had to come and see these ruins.
But enough of that waffle. Let's fill you in on the plan. We only had 2 days free, and we wanted to try and ride the full Cornish Trans-Euro Trail. We had no idea what the tracks were like, no idea if it was possible. But whatever the outcome, we thought it would be a pretty fun 2 days. Let's see how we get on. Spoiler alert, we're pretty slow. So let's rewind to arriving at the campsite in Padstow. And while I set up the tent, Steff sorts out the sleeping arrangements and spots a mouse attack. The little sods have chewed through the bladder in my travel pillow. I'm not happy.
He's not impressed because without a pillow, Simon does not get a good night's sleep.
I'm genuinely grumpy. Look at the state of this. So that didn't work. So, radical surgery has happened. And I'm gonna shove it full of clothes and things. I'm still grumpy.
And woe betide him if he complains all day tomorrow because he had a terrible night's sleep because he didn't have a pillow.
I'm gonna complain all day tomorrow because I'll have had a rubbish night's sleep. Well, we actually managed quite a good snooze, considering. And the weather today is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you, morning.
It's a lovely campsite and it's full of lovely people.
Such a lovely campsite and people are so lovely.
Speaking of lovely people, good morning, lovely people.
Good morning, lovely people. We are on our travels, but not very far.
Now let's bear in mind we're trying to ride the Cornish TET in 2 days. And I wouldn't say we're off to a flying start. How far did we make it, Steff, before we stopped for coffee?
I think it was approximately 3.3 kilometres.
And
that might be an exaggeration.
And what have you ordered for breakfast?
I've ordered yoghurt berries and granola with a side of toast.
Would you say it was a good choice?
I'd say it's a winning choice.
Me too, wow. So with high spirits, fully caffeinated and fully fueled, let's go see what the day brings. As we set off onto the Trans-Euro Trail, I would say one of the first things I noticed about Cornwall was its narrow, very high-sided lanes.
It always amazes me that people manage to get their well, not so much camper vans, but their caravans and things down these.
Yeah.
And this is quite a wide one.
Yeah.
And the further we went, the narrower they got.
Now we're into the narrow Cornish lanes.
Don't think we'd find a double-decker bus on this one.
And we had 1 or 2 interesting encounters when we met traffic coming the other way.
That's a good demonstration of the lanes being a bit narrow.
Yeah, a very good demonstration.
And before we knew it, we were at our first lane.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. So far, it does look beautiful indeed.
first 10 feet, gorgeous. Oh, look, all the wild foxgloves you mentioned.
They're gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh, even you can do this, Kate. You just push
Might
it.
be giving me more credit. Oh,
Whatever.
that's
Screw
not gone
this
well,
bridge,
'cause
okay. How did that work out?
not brilliant.
I'll move my bike right into the side.
Okay,
And then, you see if
and
you
then
can
I'll
get
come
past.
through. Yeah.
Did not do well there.
Yep, I can
You
easily
go
get
past.
past there, good. No problem.
Okay, try again.
Yep, try again, please. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Feel free to let us know if you've seen two people make more of a meal of a simple gate opening than us.
Come on through then.
Thank you. Here he comes. Looks like you've got the lead.
You can't get past me now.
Don't worry. I like following you. Unless you still want me to keep the lead a while.
Oh, I'm alright. I think it'll probably just happen naturally.
I
We'll be
think it will.
in and out of the lead.
As we went on, our gate opening got a little bit slicker. And no matter who we bumped into, whether it was a farmer
Thank you.
or dog walkers,
Thanks.
everybody just seemed really friendly.
Oh, pup step.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Pups. Have you got anybody with you?
Yeah, he does. So I'll just move over to
I'll just stop the engine. Gone back to tell his owner some loud
Yeah.
things.
Hello. 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 Alright,
Thank
no
you.
worries. No problem.
You obviously know where you're going.
Yeah, we do,
Sort
thank
of.
you.
You've got a gate coming up in a minute.
Thanks very much.
So here's what's happening so far this morning. We left our campsite in Padstow and we headed south to pick up the Trans-Euro Trail. And we've loved the trails we've ridden so far. We're now at Helman Tor, which is marked on the Trans-Euro Trail, and despite the fact we're trying to get this done in 2 days, we just can't resist heading up to have a look.
This is the viewpoint thing Steff was talking about. Well, why did I say thing? This is the viewpoint that Steff was talking about.
The tour.
The tour. Oh, yeah.
You see it?
Yeah. Hard to miss.
It was a bit of a hike in motorbike boots. Excuse the wind noise, you can probably see Steff in the background, but the tour of the viewpoint wasn't on the TET, it was just fractionally off it, so we've come for a walk up to it.
It says you can see the Atlantic Ocean and the English Channel. We're questioning that you would ever see the Atlantic Ocean from up here, but we definitely could see the English Channel.
I'm sure they're not lying, but they might be mistaken. It's like a little Stonehenge.
It is like a mini
It's really
Stonehenge,
cool.
yeah.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, I thought that was well worth a little visit. It's a
Absolutely
little park. It was
awesome.
only like a 3-minute walk, wasn't it? So
Yeah.
definitely worth it. Random rocky outcrop in the middle of lots of fields.
Yeah.
We left the tour and we were back onto small back roads. And we ran into a lorry and a digger. And as we weaved our way around them, we got some slightly bemused looks. We realised that we weren't actually on a road. We were just riding through a farmyard. It felt a bit wrong, but we checked, and it was a public right-of-way, and it did lead to a great set of tracks.
That was very funny.
I didn't see that coming. I mean, I sort of did, because I literally just said to you, feels like we must be going on a track really soon.
Yeah. I wondered why they were giving us like quite weird looks.
Yeah, they're like, why are you going straight through our farm?
Now I get it. I just thought we were on a road. Oh yeah, but this is fun in the wet. Easy peeps. Oh,
I might let you go ahead.
yeah, that's a
That looks
really good
pretty
idea.
challenging down
Yeah, it
there.
does.
It was a fun little single track, but it was deceptively steep and loose. And there were loads of pesky little tree roots all over the place. I'm really glad it was dry.
It's got a bit easier.
Yeah, that's what happens when you've got tarmac underneath.
Yeah.
If the bit at the top ever had tarmac, that
Oh
is
my
long
God,
gone.
that is a long distant memory. Yeah, it's almost a road now, isn't it?
Yeah. It's basically a road just covered in
Covered in nonsense.
stuff. Dark and spooky.
It is dark and spooky.
Dark and spooky.
And this was an awesome introduction to the sunken lanes of Cornwall. They're so atmospheric. There was one thing that we kept running into throughout the day.
Yeah, I'm not sure you'd want Moscow motos on.
No, don't think my panniers would have fitted through that bit.
It's a little tight from here.
The brambles are a little bit ouchy.
And that constantly recurring theme was bushes and brambles and nettles and overgrown stuff.
Jeez.
And it kept us chuckling throughout the whole day.
I mean, well,
Well, I'm all over the shop.
I did notice some kind of shenanigans going on in front of me.
Yeah. Cheesy peeps.
I'm guessing it doesn't get any less ouch vegetation then.
No. It'd be a lovely track without the vegetation.
Wow.
Okay, then it gets better.
I quite like it. I feel kind of Indiana Jones-ish.
Ugh.
And then, just when you start to get a little bit bored with hacking your way through the undergrowth and battling brambles and bushes, the tracks kind of start to open up. And I think that was the thing for the day that both of us loved. The variety was incredible.
Lovely little East Lane O with a gate.
But, wow, lovely little lane. I like that. It's nice to have an open, easy one.
Yeah, it really is.
As we left the track for a short road section, we were reminded once again what an amazing microclimate Cornwall has.
Whoa, check out that massive plant.
Look at that.
What is it?
I don't know.
I'm not sure I've ever seen anything quite like it.
It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
But the road section didn't last long, and before we knew it, we were back on the tracks. So we're getting towards the middle of the afternoon now, and let's just remember our cunning plan. We were going to try and ride the Cornish TET over a period of 2 days. Let's see how we're getting on. We started here at our campsite in Padstow, and then we rode south to here, which was the start point for the tracks. We were planning on riding it in a counterclockwise direction. And now, thanks to our dedication, our ability not to get sidetracked, and our superb riding skills, we've made it all the way to here. Okay, let's be honest, not the most spectacular of progress, but never say never, it's still possible, and most of all, we're having fun.
Yeah, oh, this is a bit rutty.
It's always tempting to go for the middle one.
Yeah, I know.
And then if it runs out,
Yeah.
I think I might try it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, not ideal. A bit of rock. Yeah, the middle's not really very good.
Not now.
No. I mean, the brief snatches of the view I can get
I haven't had one little look.
do look amazing. Up on the moors, I think.
Okay, there was a little bit of pathetic whinging about ruts. I'm not a big fan, but we were quite excited because as we left the moors, we were heading towards some ruins that Steff had seen marked on the TET.
Straight through.
Fine. A firm bottom,
Not a soggy bottom.
not a soggy bottom.
No, definitely a firm bottom.
Steph did a bit of route prep a moment ago and she's spotted a track leading to some ruins. So that should be quite cool.
This one takes us to the ruins.
Were you reading my mind? I was just about to say, I know I've asked this about 10 times, but is this the ruins track?
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what's around the corner, but it looks interesting from this bit.
That looks sloppy.
It wasn't too bad. This doesn't look... Yeah, it's deceptive. I think it looks a lot worse than it is. Just pause it a minute. Oh no, just this way.
Straight ahead, yeah. Oh, you'll see me do a wonderful clowning around. Couldn't decide which foot would go down.
It's been a
So I
few,
had like
a few issues.
left foot in the air, right foot in the air.
Oh, it's a tyre swing.
Oh, fun! It's kind of a random place to find a
A
tyre
very
swing.
random place.
Very close to these ruins.
Yes, I've got my peepers peeled. Oh yeah, I can see it. That's the star, is it, on the map?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, mini dab.
It's starting to get interesting and we need to turn around.
It really is. Let's not bother turning around. I'm just
Depends
pausing
what's
because I'm
ahead.
not sure which way we go. Okay.
More obvious when you get down there.
Yeah, it is.
Whether there's going to be a place to stop the bikes.
Yeah.
See these ruins.
I mean, if this is the only way to them, I'm thinking they probably don't get many visitors. Aha, I see something.
See some ruins.
I see some ruins. pull off here, off the track. I think there's a road there. Well, not a road, but a big track.
Better track, yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Nicely done. Oh, it's not too bad. It was that first corner that looked a bit ropey.
Yeah. Still want to be careful that I don't jinx it.
Yeah. Oh, it's lovely and cool in the shade.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Although I've not had heat issues like you have.
I have just then when I was faffing around.
The ruins were a great place to stop, have a break, and explore. And as we headed down the hill, it did cross my mind that maybe all these stops weren't helping our TET mission. But we were having a great time.
Whoa, I was doing some welding in there to the left.
Oh yeah, wow. It's a peaceful spot. Well, it
Yeah,
wasn't a week
well.
came past.
Can't imagine welding is super peaceful.
Oh, that very good point.
Are you telling tales on me?
So we just came off the track from the ruins, and I fancied a cream tea. So we found a cafe with a cream tea. I would have shown you the cream tea. Steff didn't want one.
I wanted a pasty.
Oh, Steff wanted a pasty. How did the not wanting a cream tea go when it arrived?
Well, because I couldn't get a pasty, I was still quite hungry, so I thought I'd have half your cream tea.
So sorry I didn't get a chance, but it was every man and woman for himself when it arrived. It was now late afternoon, early evening, and it was time to call it a day and head back to the campsite. To be honest, we hadn't made as much progress as we'd expected, but that was due to fun tracks and interesting stops along the way. So in my mind, it wasn't wasted time. So the new cunning plan is to come back here early tomorrow morning for breakfast and to carry on with the plan to do the Cornish TET in 2 days. Maybe there's still hope. See you tomorrow.